guys, this is the second video you'll be watching for today, and I decided I was going to do my first time tag. I'm just going to jump right into it. So my first tweet was probably something to Justice, probably saying something about Chevy and Paula, because that we were seriously addicted to Supernatural, and I would tweet her while sitting right beside her, and we would just laugh at what we are saying to each other, and no teachers knew what was going on, so we found it really fun. My first YouTube video, it's not that long ago, but it was the Get to Know Me tag, and I filmed it in my room. I found that my laptop made a lot of noise in the background, like that's why you could hear all this like random noise going on in the back. So I decided I'm just gonna have my film room be the room down the hall because it is the guest room and we rarely have any guests, so I decided this would be my filming room. First person I ever subscribed to on YouTube, back when I first started watching YouTube videos, I think the first person I subscribed to was Ray William Johnson. My first Facebook profile picture. I will actually just post it in the video now. So yeah, it wasn't exactly the best picture in the world, but honestly, whose first profile picture is? Do I still talk to my first love? Yes I do. What was my first alcoholic drink? I had my first sip of alcohol when I was 13, I think. My dad just gave me a small glass of his beer. I remember that. It was very fond memories. What was my first job? I was a cashier at your dollar store with Mar. I've worked retail for most of my life, and that's gonna be a video on its own, and hopefully that will be next week's video. What's my first car? I don't have a driver's license yet. I'm going in for my learners, and so therefore I do not have a first car. I guess I could say my dad's first car, and it was a tank. Literally, you could hear it coming from a block away. Who was the first person to text me today? Deb was the last one that messaged me. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? The first person I thought of this morning was my best friend, because I wasn't sure if he was coming over or not, and I'm just assuming he's not. So he was the first person I thought of this morning, because I was like, I wonder if he texted back. My first grade teacher, I forget her name, but I can visualize her. I remember my second grade teachers though, anybody beyond that. But kindergarten, first grade, my brain is just a bit fuzzy. Sorry to my first grade teacher if she ever watches this. I don't remember you. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I went to Ontario, and I went to the summer camp that was there, the Tim Horton Memorial Camp. It was actually really fun. I liked it. Who was my first best friend, and do we still talk? My first best friend, it was Kara Couples, and we still kind of talk. We're not as close as we used to be back then, but then again, lots of things have changed over the span of 13 years. Where was your first sleepover? Another best friend of mine since grade 1. My first sleepover was at my best friend Darian's house, and we had so many sleepovers at her house, and it was just awesome. That's the first thing I did this morning. I went ahead and I looked at tags because I didn't know what I was going to do after my update video was done. So I just looked at different tags, and I decided on this one because I like the questions more. And I did all that before getting out of bed. Basically the lazy person in the morning on my days off. I'll lay in bed for a good half hour and just not move. What was the first concert I ever went to? It was my town's 100th birthday, and I went to the Stereos concert because they were down. First broken bone, I am lucky I have never broken a bone. First piercing, I have no piercings, but one that I really want to get is a nose piercing. First foreign country you've gone to, I'm gonna take foreign as anything outside of my country. So I went to the US in my last year of school for May long. First movie you remember seeing? Toy Story. When was your first detention? Grade 6, because he decided to call me stupid, so I just kind of snapped back, and lots of teachers hated me after that because I just wasn't a nice person. I'm not a nice person when I get mad. Like this is nice person. This is happy Courtney. Once I get mad though, my whole face will change, and I just get so mad. And can't be a nice person when I'm mad. Who was your first roommate? I live with my parents. I rent the entire upstairs. So anybody that enters this guest room is my roommate for a week. If you had one wish, what would it be? My one wish would be to start over. Start over in many ways, like choosing sometimes better friends, not going into relationships that I shouldn't have gone into. There's a lot of things I would change, so. What was the first sport you were involved in? I never was on a sports team, but back in elementary school, if I was ever playing a sport, you can guarantee I was out on the field with my best friend Darian and a bunch of guys, and we were playing soccer. What's the first thing you do when you get home? It used to be I would just go on the computer, but now I graduated from the computer to sitting on a couch. Work sucks sometimes. When was your first kiss? I was 15 and it was with Lance Tilbert, and I almost regretted it about a week later. But that's all I have for today's video, and I hope that you once again have a really good day, and I will see you guys next week with a video on most likely retail problems. If you watch my Twitter, you can see I am constantly tweeting about retail problems because freaking people can be so stupid in retail. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in that video. Links and everything will be in the down bar, along with an email you can reach me by. When I get enough of you guys, I will post my box number there if you want to send me stuff. Bye!